Have you ever wondered how much time you truly have left after turning 70? Every year that passes feels more precious, and the truth is, your body is already sending you crucial signals about your potential lifespan. These signs aren't just random, they're real indicators that could help you understand how long you'll live and how you can maximize your time. Some people in their 70s remain sharp, energetic, and full of life, while others begin to slow down, dealing with health problems and fatigue. What's the difference? Why do some seniors thrive while others struggle with their health? Well, the key to this difference often lies in a few subtle yet powerful indicators that your body is showing you. These signals are scientifically proven and can help you predict your longevity. But the best part? You have the ability to improve these signs and enhance your chances of living a longer, healthier life. The more aware you are of what's happening in your body, the more control you have over your future. But here's the thing. You might be overlooking small signs right now that could have a huge impact on your future. That's why it's important to stay tuned to the end of this video. We'll dive into 7 key signs that predict how long you might live after 70 and what you can do to turn those signs in your favor. These aren't guesses or myths. They are based on real research observed by doctors and longevity experts around the world. Now, let's talk about walking speed, one of the most revealing indicators of longevity. You might not realize it, but the speed at which you walk tells a lot about your health. In fact, a steady, brisk walking pace in your 70s and beyond is directly linked to your muscle strength, cardiovascular health, and even your brain function. So, if you've noticed that you're slowing down, don't ignore it. This could be an early sign that your body is starting to weaken, but don't worry, this is something you can improve. Before we get into these signs, I want to ask you to do something really important. If you're finding these insights valuable so far, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps us create more content like this and reach more people who need it. Also, feel free to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts on the first sign we'll discuss. Have you noticed any changes in your walking speed or balance? Let's start the conversation. So, stay with us as we uncover these 7 life-changing signs that will reveal exactly how long you could live, and more importantly, what you can do today to change your future for the better. Let's jump into the first sign that will set the stage for everything else: walking speed. Sign 1. Walking speed. Did you know that one of the strongest indicators of how long you might live after 70 isn't hidden in your DNA or medical records? It's something much simpler: your walking speed. Yes, the way you walk can actually reveal a lot about your overall health, your muscle strength, your heart, and even your brain function. Let's take a moment and think about it. When you move around, do you feel steady and confident? Or do you find yourself struggling to keep pace? Walking speed isn't just a sign of getting older. It's a direct reflection of how your body is aging. Studies have consistently shown that seniors who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace tend to live longer and enjoy a higher quality of life compared to those who slowed down significantly. But here's the catch. It's not just about walking faster. It's about maintaining a steady pace. Think of it this way. Your walking speed is linked to your muscle strength, cardiovascular health, and even cognitive function. When you walk steadily, it shows that your muscles are strong, your heart is working well, and your brain is staying sharp. On the other hand, if your walking speed has significantly slowed down, it might be a sign that something isn't quite right, like muscle weakness, poor circulation, or even early stages of neurological decline. Imagine 2 people in their 70s, Joe and Frank. Joe is 75 years old, and he takes a morning walk every day. His stride is steady, his posture is upright, and he doesn't hesitate when climbing stairs or crossing the street. He moves with confidence, and walking feels effortless for him. Now, compare that to Frank, also 75, but over the last few years, he's slowed down considerably. He takes more frequent breaks, struggles to keep up with others, and often feels winded after short walks. His pace has become inconsistent, and he's even started to feel unsteady on his feet. The difference between Joe and Frank isn't just about age, it's about how well their bodies are functioning. Joe's steady pace suggests that his body is still in good shape, while Frank's slow pace might indicate that his health is deteriorating. But here's the good news. This is something you can change. Walking speed is one of the easiest things you can work on, and improving it can have a profound impact on your overall health. If you've noticed yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. Start making small efforts to build strength, take more walks, do light leg exercises, and consider adding some weights to your routine. The more you walk, the stronger you stay, and this simple habit could make all the difference in how long and how well you live. In the end, how fast you move through life says a lot about how long you'll keep moving at all. So pay attention to your walking speed. It might be the simplest way to gauge your longevity and take control of your health. Now that we've talked about the importance of walking speed, let's move on to the next sign that could reveal a lot about your health, your grip strength. You might be surprised by how much this one factor can tell you about your vitality as you age. Stay tuned. Sign 2. Grip strength. Believe it or not, the strength of your handshake might reveal more about your future than you think. Grip strength is one of the clearest indicators of overall vitality in older adults. A firm, steady grip suggests strong muscles, good circulation, and a well-functioning nervous system. In contrast, a weak or declining grip can be an early warning sign of muscle loss, frailty, and even a higher risk of serious health complications. Think about it. When was the last time you had to open a jar, carry groceries, or hold onto something heavy for an extended period? If you found these tasks increasingly difficult, it could be a signal that your grip strength is fading. And this isn't just about difficulty with daily tasks, it could mean that your muscles are weakening. And if left unchecked, this decline in strength could lead to falls, injuries, and a reduced quality of life. Let's consider 2 examples, Robert and Walter, both 78 years old. Robert has always prided himself on his firm handshake. He stays active with light weightlifting and never had trouble carrying groceries or opening jars. His strong grip reflects his overall muscle health and vitality, suggesting he remains active and independent, ready to take on whatever life throws his way. On the other hand, Walter started noticing that tasks like unscrewing the cap from a bottle or holding on to a heavy bag felt more difficult than before. At first, he dismissed it as part of getting older, but what he didn't realize was that his declining grip strength was signaling a gradual loss of muscle mass. This could lead to frailty and increase his risk of falls, injury, and even a shorter life expectancy. The good news? You can rebuild your grip strength at any age. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, or even carrying light weights can help maintain your grip and strengthen your muscles. These small, consistent efforts can have a significant impact on your overall health and longevity. Strengthening your hands is just as important as strengthening the rest of your body, especially as you age. If you've noticed that your handshake feels weaker than it used to, or if everyday tasks are getting harder, don't ignore it. Your hands are not just for gripping objects. They are a reflection of your overall muscle health. A strong grip today can help you hold on to life and independence for many years to come. Now that we've seen the importance of grip strength, let's move on to another crucial sign: balance. Stay tuned, because this one could have a bigger impact on your daily life than you might expect. Sign 3. Balance. Balance isn't something most people think about until they start losing it, but your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the strongest predictors of how long you might live. Researchers have found that people who struggle with balance are more likely to experience falls, injuries, and even cognitive decline. On the other hand, those who maintain good balance well into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer, healthier lives. Imagine 2 women, Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol has always been active. She walks daily, does yoga, and can easily lift one foot off the ground for several seconds without wobbling. Her balance is strong and stable. Now picture Nancy. Over the years, she's paid less attention to her balance. When she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately starts tipping over, needing to grab onto something to steady herself. At first glance, it might seem like a minor inconvenience, but what Nancy doesn't realize is that this loss of balance could be a warning sign. It's a signal that her coordination, muscle strength, and even brain function may be declining. Good balance relies on a combination of strong legs, a sharp nervous system, and a healthy brain. If you notice yourself stumbling more often, feeling unsteady when turning quickly, or needing to hold on to walls or furniture for support, it's time to take action. These aren't just minor issues. They could be early signs that your body is losing the ability to maintain stability, and the consequences of that could be serious. The good news is, balance isn't something you have to lose permanently. It's something you can improve with consistent practice. Simple exercises, like standing on one foot for a few seconds each day, walking heel to toe, or practicing gentle movements like Tai Chi, can help rebuild your stability. By incorporating these exercises into your daily routine, you can strengthen your muscles, improve your coordination, and even boost brain function, all of which contribute to better balance. So, I want you to try this now. Stand up and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without wobbling or feeling unsteady? If not, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. The earlier you start working on your balance, the better prepared you'll be to stay independent and confident as you age. Now that you've learned about the importance of balance, let's move on to another vital sign: sleep quality. Poor sleep patterns can affect everything from your energy levels to your cognitive health, and it might even be a major factor in how long you live. Stay tuned for the next part to find out how your sleep habits are impacting your longevity. Sign 4. Sleep patterns. How well you sleep at night says a lot about how long you might live. Sleep isn't just about resting your body. It's when your body repairs itself, strengthens the immune system, and clears toxins from the brain. The quality of your sleep is directly linked to your overall health, and studies have shown that people over 70 who maintain consistent, high-quality sleep tend to live longer, healthier lives. On the other hand, poor sleep can lead to a variety of health issues, including memory decline, heart disease, and weakened immune function. Let's consider two men, Sam and Bill, both in their mid-70s. Sam has always had a consistent sleep schedule. He goes to bed around 10 p.m. each night, gets around 7 hours of sleep, and wakes up feeling refreshed. His energy levels are steady throughout the day, and his mind remains sharp. Bill, however, has struggled with sleep for years. He tosses and turns throughout the night, wakes up multiple times, and often finds it difficult to fall back asleep. Over time, this lack of restful sleep has taken a toll. Bill has started experiencing brain fog, daytime fatigue, and even changes in his blood pressure, all linked to his declining sleep quality. So, what does this mean for your longevity? Sleep is when your body performs its most crucial repairs. During deep sleep, your body strengthens muscles, repairs tissue, and consolidates memories. Your brain also clears out harmful toxins that build up throughout the day. Without good sleep, your body doesn't have the opportunity to fully heal, and this can lead to long-term damage. If you're waking up often during the night, feeling exhausted even after hours of sleep, or struggling to stay asleep, don't ignore it. Poor sleep is often linked to stress, poor diet, lack of physical activity, or undiagnosed health conditions like sleep apnea. But the good news is, you can improve the quality of your sleep with a few simple changes. Start by sticking to a bedtime routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your body's natural rhythm. Avoid heavy meals and caffeine close to bedtime, and limit screen time to prevent blue light from interfering with melatonin production. Exposure to natural sunlight in the morning also helps reset your sleep cycle, allowing you to fall asleep more easily at night. These small changes can make a huge difference in your sleep quality and overall health. Now that you know how vital sleep is to your health, let's move on to the next sign: your eating habits. How you eat after 70 plays a significant role in determining your lifespan. So stay tuned to learn more. Sign 5. Appetite and eating habits. The way you eat after 70 is one of the strongest indicators of how long you might live. Maintaining a healthy appetite and a well-balanced diet not only keeps your body strong, but also helps ensure that your immune system stays resilient and your energy levels remain high. On the other hand, a sudden loss of appetite or poor eating habits can signal underlying health issues and accelerate aging. The quality of your diet can be a game changer when it comes to longevity. Let's think about Margaret and Susan, both 74 years old. Margaret enjoys her meals and looks forward to preparing nutritious dishes every day. She eats a variety of fresh whole foods, including fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. She maintains a steady weight, feels energized throughout the day, and her muscles remain strong. Margaret's healthy eating habits support her metabolism, muscle mass, and cognitive function, helping her stay active and independent. Susan, on the other hand, has noticed a significant change in her appetite over the past year. She often skips meals, feels uninterested in food, and has started relying more on processed snacks rather than preparing balanced meals. Over time, this change in eating habits has caused her to lose weight unintentionally, and she often feels fatigued. What Susan doesn't realize is that her declining appetite isn't just a normal part of aging, it's a red flag. It could be signaling that her body isn't absorbing nutrients properly, which can weaken her muscles, slow down her metabolism, and even affect her immune system. A decreased appetite in older adults is often linked to underlying health concerns, such as digestive issues, hormonal changes, or even early signs of cognitive decline. When your body isn't getting the nutrients it needs, It begins to break down muscle for energy, leading to frailty, an increased risk of falls, and a weakened ability to recover from illnesses. If you've noticed changes in your eating habits, whether it's feeling full too quickly, a lack of interest in food, or unexpected weight loss, it's important to take action. Eating well after 70 isn't just about staying full. It's about nourishing your body with the nutrients it needs to function properly. Focus on consuming whole, nutrient-dense foods, stay hydrated, and don't ignore a shrinking appetite. It could be your body's way of signaling that something needs attention. Now that you've learned about the importance of maintaining healthy eating habits, let's move on to the next sign: stress management. How you handle stress in your later years can significantly impact your health and longevity. Stay with us to find out how stress affects your lifespan and what you can do to manage it. Sign 6. Stress management. How you handle stress after 70 can tell you a lot about how long you'll live. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood. It has a profound impact on your physical health. It weakens your immune system, increases your risk of heart disease, and even accelerates the aging process. But the good news is that those who learn to manage stress effectively tend to stay healthier, more active, and mentally sharp well into their later years. The way you cope with challenges can make all the difference when it comes to your longevity. Let's take a closer look at two individuals, John and Richard, both 76 years old. John faces many of life's challenges, unexpected expenses, health scares, and family issues. But he's learned to approach these stressors with a calm, steady demeanor. He practices deep breathing exercises, stays socially engaged with friends and family, and doesn't dwell on problems longer than necessary. As a result, John is able to handle life's difficulties without letting them take a toll on his health. On the other hand, Richard struggles with stress on a daily basis. Even minor setbacks feel overwhelming to him, and he often finds himself stuck in negative thought patterns. Richard's constant worrying affects his sleep, raises his blood pressure, and leaves him feeling drained both physically and mentally. Over time, this persistent stress begins to take a real toll on his body. His immune system weakens, and he becomes more susceptible to illnesses. Long-term stress has been linked to inflammation in the body, which is a contributing factor to nearly every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart conditions. So, what does this mean for you? How you manage stress plays a crucial role in your overall health and longevity. Stress can trigger a cascade of negative effects on your body, from increased inflammation to weakened immune function. But if you've noticed yourself feeling constantly tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, don't ignore it. Finding ways to manage stress effectively can make all the difference in how long and how well you live. There are simple steps you can take to reduce stress and improve your health. Practices like mindfulness meditation, regular physical activity, deep breathing exercises, and even laughter can help you stay calm and centered, no matter what life throws your way. Spending time with loved ones, engaging in hobbies, and maintaining a positive mindset can also significantly lower stress levels and improve your overall well-being. Now that we've covered stress management, it's time to move on to the final sign: social connections. Strong relationships play a critical role in your health and longevity, so stay tuned to learn how your social network can impact your lifespan. Sign 7. Social connections. The strength of your relationships can be one of the clearest indicators of how long you might live after 70. Studies have consistently shown that people who maintain strong social ties, whether through friendships, family, or community involvement, tend to live longer, healthier lives. On the other hand, loneliness and social isolation have been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. But here's the key: human connection is not just about companionship. It has a direct impact on your physical health. Imagine two women, Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor has always prioritized maintaining her relationships. She stays in touch with childhood friends, participates in a local book club, and enjoys spending time with her family. She looks forward to her conversations, laughs often, and feels a sense of connection to the people around her. As a result, Eleanor remains engaged with life and continues to stay active, both physically and mentally. On the other hand, Barbara has slowly withdrawn from social interactions over the years. After losing her husband, she found it difficult to reach out to others. She now spends most of her days alone. Although she has family, she rarely contacts them, fearing she might be a burden. As time passes, Barbara starts to feel increasingly isolated. Her mood declines, her energy levels dip, and her overall health begins to suffer. What Barbara doesn't realize is that her isolation is not just emotional, it's affecting her physical health, too. Human connection is crucial for mental well-being, and it also directly impacts your body. When you interact with others, your brain stays active, your stress levels decrease, and your body releases chemicals that promote well-being, such as oxytocin. In contrast, loneliness can elevate stress, weaken the immune system, and even lead to chronic inflammation, all of which can contribute to accelerated aging and disease. If you find yourself withdrawing from social activities, avoiding phone calls, or spending more time alone than you used to, it's time to take action. Staying socially connected doesn't necessarily mean you need to be surrounded by people all the time. It's about quality over quantity. Small efforts, such as reaching out to an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or simply making it a habit to check in with family members, can make all the difference. The relationships you nurture today don't just bring joy and companionship, they help ensure that you stay healthier and live longer in the years to come. Now that you understand how important social connections are, let's reflect on all the signs we've discussed today. It's never too late to start making changes that will impact your health and longevity. Your future is in your hands, and the actions you take today will determine how strong and healthy you are in the years ahead. As we wrap up today's video, it's important to reflect on the 7 key signs we've discussed and how they can significantly influence your life as you age. Whether it's your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep patterns, appetite, stress management, or social connections, each of these signs offers valuable insights into your overall health and longevity. But the most important takeaway is this: you have the power to make small changes today that can have a big impact on your future. If you've been feeling like some of these signs are starting to affect your life, now is the time to take action. You don't have to wait until things get worse. Walking more, strengthening your grip, improving your balance, prioritizing sleep, eating better, managing stress, and staying socially connected are all things you can begin doing right now. These are not just tips for living longer, they are strategies for living better. The reality is, as we age, the choices we make today shape our future. It's easy to think of aging as something that just happens to us, but in truth, it's a process we have the power to influence. The habits you form today can improve your physical and mental health, boost your energy, and give you the strength to enjoy life for many years to come. You might be thinking, it's too late to change, or I've been feeling this way for too long. But the truth is, it's never too late to make a difference. Whether you're in your 70s, 80s, or beyond, small, consistent steps toward improving these signs can lead to incredible improvements in your health. Even just a few minutes of walking every day, focusing on your sleep routine, or reconnecting with old friends can have a profound effect on your life expectancy and overall well-being. If you found this video helpful and want to stay informed on how to improve your health as you age, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and comment below with your thoughts. We'd love to hear how you plan to implement these changes in your life. Your feedback motivates us to create more content that can inspire and inform people just like you. Remember, your future health is in your hands. By recognizing these signs and taking action now, you can continue to live an active, vibrant life for many years to come. So don't wait. Take control of your health today, and let's keep moving forward together. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.